Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. Check. Yeah, I think we're good to go. We're good to go. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center, home of your NNU Nighthawks. Good to be with you. We had a beautiful day here in Nampa. Baseball's going on. Lacrosse is playing. Got some great basketball tonight with your girls and your guys playing both Western Oregon. So a full day of athletics here at NNU. So, but again, it's good to be with you. Robert Onhue on the call. Mike Lee will be joining me again tonight. Good to have Mike back. Brent, I don't know what Brent's doing. I think he's slacking, but that's okay. We appreciate Brent. But real quick, some information from the last couple games. But NNU clinched, if you didn't and had not seen that, we did clinch a berth in the GNAC Championship tournament for the first time since 2021-22 season. Seeding will be decided over the final 2 weeks. So, again, all important games. Every game counts. We know that because somebody could lose. We could win out. Could move into a fourth or fifth spot, whatever the case may be. So that tournament would be played in Lacey, Washington on March 6th through the 8th. Last Thursday, the game opened up as really a defensive battle with both teams locked at 2 for the about first 4 minutes of the game. Nighthawks set the tone early, forcing 10 turnovers in the first quarter while tallying 6 steals. Key three-pointers from Kate Clark and Maddie Gabers. No surprise there. Kind of nice to have, but it helped NNU close the period with a 17-9 lead. St. Martin's fought back in the second quarter, closing the gap to just 1 point after a jumper by Madeline Brown at the 4-minute mark. However, the Nighthawks responded with back-to-back three-pointers. Gabers capitalizing on untimely Saints turnovers. NNU entered halftime ahead 36-31. Gabers continued her dominance in the third period, answering a three-pointer from St. Martin's Jade Travis, who had a fantastic game for the Saints with one of her own at the 6:30 mark. Just 30 seconds later, she sank another three, and she really did and was a lot of their scoring for the Saints last Thursday. But SMU struggled with fouls. There was 48 personal fouls on Thursday night, 26 committed by St. Martin's, 22 by your Nighthawks. And that was an unbelievable thing that I saw at the end of the ball game as far as stats. And we shot free throws pretty much the last 2 quarters. By the end of the quarter, the Nighthawks held a commanding 63-48 lead. Despite being outscored in the fourth period, 22-14, NNU built up a big enough lead to kind of pacify the strong quarter that the Saints had there in the fourth. And the final buzzer sounded, and Nighthawks came out on top, 77-70. Maddie Gabers, she was on fire, 24 points, led the team, 2 blocks and 4 rebounds, and she went 6 from 8 from beyond the arc. Kendall Clark, 23 points, not too far behind Maddie. 3 steals, 4 rebounds, and she went 9 for 10 from the floor. So a great production from both those ladies. Loy Wade dumped in 9 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And tonight, man, it'll be a battle. In Monmouth, we had a dogfight, and unfortunately, there was some tempers that flared a little bit. But the Nighthawks did come out on top with a 74-68 victory. From the opening tip-off, it was clear the matchup would be, again, closely contested. Every time the Nighthawks scored, the Wolves answered right back. The first quarter saw the teams tied 3 different times, but clutch three-pointers by Western Oregon's Bella Pedrogetzi gave the Wolves a narrow lead heading into the second quarter. The second quarter brought more of the same back-to-back, back-and-forth action. The Nighthawks went 7 for 18 from the field, while the Wolves shot 5 for 17, despite NNU's briefly reclaiming the lead 3 times. Western Oregon held a slim 33-30 advantage at halftime. Then after the break, the Wolves came out strong, building a 10-point lead with just 5 minutes left remaining in the third period. Momentum seemed to favor Western Oregon, but the Nighthawks responded with defensive surge that held the Wolves scoreless for at 44 points while chipping away at their lead. And a pivotal layup by Janae Wells gave the Nighthawks the edge, which they maintained as the quarter closed, 50-49. In the fourth quarter, proved to be a decisive with the game still neck and neck. The Nighthawks began to pull away in the final 4 minutes, shooting the impressive 7 for 14 from the field and 10 for 12 from the free throw line. NNU sealed the victory 74-68. As I said earlier, Kendall Clark led the Nighthawks with an outstanding performance, racking up 26 points, 9 rebounds. Janae Wells contributed her season high with 16 points and 4 assists. Your Nighthawks come into tonight 15-10 overall and 9-7 in GNAC. And I tell you, it's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be rough. It's going to be physical. And one of the things that found out right before game, we still will be without Sadie Clemens. And unfortunately, Loy Wade is over taking care of some family business over in Seattle. We are praying for the Wade family. They have a family member that's not doing well, and Loy is over there supporting family member in the Seattle area. And if you all are listening, just know that we are praying for you all, and we hope that things work out. And we wish you were here, but we understand that that is more important. The game of basketball is one thing, but family is a big part of who we are, especially here at NNU. So again, prayers go out to the Wade family on that. And again, I'm happy to have with me again tonight Mike Lee, the father of Elliott Lee, NNU women's basketball player. And Mike, good to be with you.
I'm glad to be back. Thank you again. I must not have done too bad the first 2 games that I was here. I appreciate the opportunity to come back and be a part of what we have here at NNU, and hopefully we have a fun, exciting game tonight. We can hopefully paint the best picture for you all that are listening and make it enjoyable for everybody.
You bet. Again, thanks, Mike. Getting ready for the invocation and playing in the national anthem. We'll be right back with you after the short timeout.
starters for the Wolves. A 5'7" guard, number 1, Sienna Wells. A 5'11" guard, number 4.
Mike, you ever sung the national anthem?
I have. I was just going to say, as someone that has sang the national anthem before, it is one of the hardest songs to sing, and those two little girls did a phenomenal job.
Fantastic job, and so congratulations to them. I have not done it. My daughter's done it here at NNU, but yeah, it is one of the hardest things to do.
I sang it in high school at a couple games, and it was tough. Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went down to Buell.
Oh,
I'm an Indian.
you are an Indian.
Our big rival back in the day was Jerome.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, tough.
I got stories for days, Rob.
They're the Tigers, right?
The Tigers.
The Tigers, yeah.
If you want to call them that.
Well, we'll leave it at that. Hey, real quick, we want to give a shout out to the 3A state champion Parma women's basketball team. They took care of Malad earlier today, 58-55. They're in the house. But I tell you what, it's no easy feat winning a state title, and then to have them, they're still in the uniforms. They have the trophy, they have the banner, and it's kind of a cool scenario to have them in the house. And we say congrats and thanks for being in the house tonight here at NNU. But fantastic.
Fun fact, my wife won a state championship this weekend in 1997 for the Buell Indians against the Middleton Vikings.
There you go. All right, I'll have to ask Jen about that.
Yeah.
So, Wolves, the shot clock and the game clock did not start. Looks like they'll probably take about 3 seconds off. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, a little bit of a malfunction there with the, it was not plugged in, I don't think.
Yeah, we can just count.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here. I think they're going to take 4 seconds off. Look at that. Internal clock is still ticking, buddy.
I heard him.
You know, things like that happen.
I go with the internal clock, though.
I know. Good. That's what I'm going to do.
That's right.
So there we go. We're good to go. So, interesting, though, 27 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a second differential.
That math doesn't add up to me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It'll all work out at the end of the day.
Yep.
All right. Wolves control the basketball.
We got a small look for the Nighthawks tonight coming out. No Loy Wade, so we brought Shaughnessy Davis in.
Right.
And we'll see if that speed and quickness how we can do.
Great defense by Kendall Clark, boxing out well. Shaughnessy Davis on the drive. Kicks it back out to Kate. Will she get it? Thank goodness for a trackster on the basketball team, huh?
Yeah.
They're looking real hard down for Kendall. Kendall's getting beat up down underneath. Shaughnessy Davis. Kendall looked like she got one on the side of the noggin.
Yeah.
Great transition pass, but no good. Another missed shot.
I think that's going to be the name of the game for Western tonight. Is they, especially as we come out in this small set, they're going to just clog things up down low. Try to not give Kendall another career night, as she had 26 against them the first time.
Boy, there's a nice Clark to Clark shot.
Yep.
When Kate gets that and steps right into that shot, she's just so pretty.
Yep.
Good to see that happening right off the get-go.
Yep.
Pedro Jetsi with the ball. Back out to Faifanua. Back-to-back threes by both teams. Maddie Gabers over to Shaughnessy. Left-hand dribble, baseline, nothing there. Long pass, skip pass over to Chloe. Back over to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy for three, a little long.
Look good. A little long, but
they're going to come out firing. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Skip pass. Three ball in front of the Nighthawk bench. Nothing there. Shaughnessy Davis the rebound.
I like the rebounding so far that we've got We've come out pretty aggressive. They're kind of going one and done.
Travel, yeah. Kendall took an extra step there, checking in for the Wolves, number 23, Maya India Thomas. Bo Brugman checking in for your Nighthawks.
Checking in for your Nighthawks is number 30, Bo Brugman.
Oh, that's nice steal. I tell you, that's what's happened to us a lot this year.
Yeah.
Somebody stepping in the passing lane.
Yeah.
And that's one thing Chloe does really well. Steps in the passing lane, knocks the ball away.
Yep.
All right. Wolves will set up their offense. Boy, Chloe almost got another tip away.
Yeah, she did. Real close.
Dribble drive, short jumper. Number 23, Thomas, just checks in and fires away.
Yeah, getting after
Gets
it.
her first 2 points. Maddie Gaber spots up for 3, nothing there. Rebound Wolves. Drive by the Wolves, no good by number 4, Youngblood. Rebound Wolves, number 10 puts it back. Pedro Jetti. We got to do a better job blocking out,
Yeah,
boxing out, excuse me.
I was just talking about how well we've done rebounding, and then we just gave that one up. So
Kate Clark, 3. Oh, in and out.
In and
Boy, that was halfway down the cylinder.
yeah, that looked good.
All right, Wolves pushing the ball over to Thomas. Boy, she's feeling it, huh?
Yeah,
My India Thomas comes in and has impact off the bench. Need to get a hand in her face. She's feeling it tonight. Kendall Clark getting ready to check back in for your Nighthawks. Maddie Gabers on the far side. Down low to Bo. Brookman, skip pass back over to Chloe. Travel.
can't give them extra possessions.
What's interesting to me is that I was always taught, I don't know, you coach and you played, you catch the ball 2 feet so you establish your base. But anymore, what I've noticed, again, and Brent and I talked about it, when you kind of have that straddle and you take that step, it's automatically called a travel.
Yeah.
So we have to do a better job about jump stop and establishing, what is our
Fundamental basketball is you
Yeah.
got to put the ball on the deck, and then you get to go.
back out to Thomas. She's feeling it.
Man, she is.
No good. Rebound, Kendall Clark. Janae Wells checked in for your Nighthawks. Janae dribble drive, up and under, nothing there. I wish she would kind of be in a little bit under control,
Yeah.
but I like the aggressiveness, though.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Janae does give us is
Yep.
aggressive basketball play.
High screen.
Bo would have got over there just a half a second earlier and established her position.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to comment. She did a great job sliding over there. Just did, you're right, about a half a second too late.
Foul happened on the floor, so Thomas will inbound for the Wolves.
Danny's in.
Yep, Youngblood, covered by Danica Starr. Rebound by Brookman. Nighthawks find themselves down by 7. Looking hard underneath, but nothing there for Kendall. There's the pass to Kendall. But I tell you what, they're going to collapse on Kendall hard
Yeah.
all night long.
Yeah, they're not going to give her any room
No.
to breathe.
They did that when they were in Monmouth, too. Danica Starr for 3 spots up. Good.
Nice shot.
3-ball corner pocket.
Take it.
That's nice to see Danny come in and make that contribution.
Yep. Gets us within 4.
Youngblood with ball surveying. Kendall stops her. Long 3, nothing there. Janae Wells. Up to Brookman. Boy, that's a quick first step by Kate and a blocking foul on Thomas, I think. Yep, that's her first team foul. Maddie Gabers checking in. Riley Edelson checking in. Brings us to our first media timeout. Thanks for joining us here at Northwest Nazarene University, the Orange Hill Center Court, and home of your Nighthawks. Mike and I will be back with you right after this quick timeout.
Also, we want to remind you that the concession stand is open on the north end of the second floor, and they have a special on the hot dogs tonight for just $1 each. So you get a little hungry, those hot dogs are just $1 at the concession stand.
Mike, we missed out on the hot dog.
Yeah.
They're shooting hot dogs out of the gun. They're throwing hot dogs into the stands. It's dollar night.
Yeah.
You know what they are? They're hawk dogs.
Hawk dogs.
Now they are regular hot dogs, but
Yeah, we're not.
they are. No, we're not substituting
No.
the typical hot dog for a bird dog. So, well, that'd be something weird too. Bird dog, hot dog. Anyways, thanks for joining us again after this quick media timeout. Looks like Nighthawks are controlling the board so far, which is good to see. They've got 6 defensive rebounds versus 5 for the Wolves. Points in the paint, though, Wolves had that advantage 4-0. We got to make sure we shut that down a little bit.
I think this is going to be a chess match because they're just going to be aggressive. So for us, it's going to be fresh bodies. Who's hot?
Well, I love that shot by Janae Wells, huh?
And that was a shot, in the game against them prior. I think she had about 3 of those that really, I think, kind of caught them off guard because we don't really have that mid-range jumper game in our repertoire.
Kendall does, but not,
bit.
and Loy sometimes, but it's mainly, Janae and Kendall.
We don't do it a lot.
No. There's a good steal by Kendall on Thomas.
Relax.
Kate Clark. Nice, easy layup. Mom and Dad Clark sitting in the house with big sis Emma, cheering on the sisters, and
big smile on
the
Emma's
Melba
face.
natives, just right down the road here from Nampa.
Won a few state championships of themselves.
They won a couple.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, Kendall was the state basketball player. Speaking of state champions, we have Parma, 3A state champions in the house with us. Congratulations, ladies. They took down Malad 58-55 just earlier in the day. Inlet pass knocked away by Kendall.
Good job.
Oh, that's Kendall. An offensive foul. Oh, no. Goodness gracious.
That was a great job by Kendall getting over there
I thought
after
Kendall
she
got
swatted
set.
away. Yeah, I'd love to see a review on that.
Of course, the Nighthawk bench up, wondering, but we could hope, but it's the call, and that does send Kendall with 2 personals to the bench.
She's done that so well throughout the year. I mean, how many charging calls has she taken? I thought she got in position to take that call. Unfortunately, it didn't go our way, but that is her game. She's not afraid to step in there and take that charge anytime.
Right.
And create a turnover.
Boy, that's a nice move by Shaughnessy Davis. Just couldn't complete the up and under.
Yeah.
Again, like the aggressiveness, going to the basket.
We're going to see a little bit different game with Kendall out.
Yeah.
We don't have Loy right now, so it is going to be a little bit different, set for us as we come in offensively.
Yeah, it was a good switch. Maddie Gabers picked up Brown on the cut. Turnover by the Wolves, carried the ball.
My favorite call, 3 in the key. Is that what it was?
I thought it was a carry.
Oh, my apologies.
Youngblood checking back in for the Wolves. Each team has committed, let's see,
1 and
turnovers.
2 and 2.
Yeah. 2 and 2. Janae over to Brookman. Well, I tell you, it's a good, quick first step. I wish he'd go up with the left hand, though.
Yeah.
I know that they, go up for the right hand, seeing if they're going to get fouled, but we got to make sure we finish those well. We got to get the rebounds. Another attempt, no good. Wolves aren't afraid to be shooting the ball tonight, that's for sure. Bo Brugman spotting up for three. Boy, I tell you what.
Nice. That was pretty.
In great transition. She had no one in front of her, spotted up. Rotation on the ball was fantastic. So good job by Bo Brugman coming off the bench and contributing. Bo's playing great defense. Got to get the rebound, ladies. There we go. Quickly up to Shaughnessy. Nothing there. Brugman fills it again. I thought Janae got knocked off the ball, but they're going to let him play on. There's a turnover by the Wolves. Every opportunity Coach Steele gets to coach up, he does. There was a he got the ball out of bounds and had a quick conversation with Shaughnessy. All right, good to see Chloe DeHaro back in the ball game for your Nighthawks running the offense. Skip pass over to Brugman. Back over to Danny. Danny spots up for three. Boy, I tell you, she's feeling it. There's a quick timeout by Coach Petros by the Wolves. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back with you after that coaching called timeout. Rob O'Donohue and Mike Lee on the call tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Well, welcome back. So far, Nighthawks are shooting 4 for 9 from 3, which has been the difference in there. Danny leading the way with 2 of those. So it's good to see us getting going. We're 44%. Let's see if that trend continues.
Again, everybody contributing.
Absolutely.
Coming off the bench.
Steve Steele teams have always been the whole team contributes, and that's one thing I think a lot of teams appreciate and envy, to be quite honest, as they come in here.
I think so. Great rebound by Bo Brugman. Again, that's the other thing we need to do is control the boards.
Yeah.
Shaughnessy back over to Danny. Thought about the three, nothing there. Over to Chloe DeHaro. Down to Brugman. Back over to Danny. Spots up for three. A little long. Wolves control and pushing it up. Nice defense by Danica Starr getting back. Establish a position. Thomas checking back in for the Wolves. Just under 1 minute to play. Nighthawks are up 16-11. Boy, I tell you, Brugman and Brown are battling underneath even before the ball gets put into play.
Yeah, it's going to be that way the whole game. Another little elbow right there.
Yeah. It's kind of fun to watch those little chess matches.
Yeah.
Nice strip by the Nighthawks. Good side help, backside help by Davis. Look, I think Coach Steele was hoping that Shaughnessy would have maybe pulled the ball down. All right, Kate Clark checking back in.
Those are those possessions that I'd love for us to see. Yes, we're in transition. Yes, this is a transition team. But when you're outnumbered 3-1 or 3-1.5 down there, you're right. I'd love to see us, maybe pull that down a little bit.
Yeah, I was watching Coach Steele. He thought that the ball went off of Western Oregon player, but to no avail. There's another strip by the Nighthawks.
Chloe getting her hands in there again.
Got it. I couldn't tell it was Chloe or Danny, but they were both there. They could have both got the ball, huh?
Could have.
Yeah. All right, 23 seconds left in the quarter.
Previous meeting between these two, they ended the first and the second quarter, I believe, with the last second shot, and kind of momentum swingers as they went into the next quarter.
Wolves will have the ball underneath their own basket. See if the Nighthawks can shut things down with 13 seconds left. Isolation play, it looks like. Spot up. No. That just died at the back.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Unbelievable. They got that shot away. Brought the Wolves back within 2, 16-14 here at the Johnson Sports Center. Thanks for joining us. Another great game in the GNAC. Your Nighthawks are taking on Western Oregon. And here's Parma High School coming out. Wow, 23-2, huh?
This afternoon with a score of 58-55. Congratulations to the Lady Panthers. Let's give them a big round of applause on an amazing season.
Mike, you and I talked about it. It's never easy winning a state championship, but going 23-2.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
That's really incredible.
Especially when you play at the 3A level, you know, you're playing up a lot.
Yeah.
These teams are really spread out, so you're having to play games wherever you can get them. So they're playing 4A, 5A schools, 2A schools. You know, it all evens out. But to be able to only lose 2 of those games is pretty impressive.
Well, congratulations again to the state champions, 2024-25 state champions, 3A division, Parma. And I'm glad they're in the house tonight. They could have probably been out celebrating, doing something else, but they came to the nest and settling in. So it's kind of nice to have them again in the house. And for the parents that might be tuning in, congratulations to your daughters.
You get to watch another basketball game.
They get to watch another basketball game, you bet. So it's kind of nice to have. So, all right. Period number 2, Nighthawks will have the ball to start out.
Couple things to note, rebound-wise, Western is out-rebounding 15-11. And the turnover battle, which has always been kind of a, you know, where are we going to fall in that? We have 2 turnovers, and they have 4. So it's good to see that.
But I tell you what, Thomas is all over Riley Edelson, and they're going to let him play tonight. We'll see how that, again, pardon the pun, but plays out for your Nighthawks. Chloe DeHaro on the right elbow, nothing there. Got to get some help. There we go. Over to Kate, back out to Chloe. Boy, that's a nice crossover by Riley. Great rebound by Chloe. Put back, nothing there. Had a couple chances there, got some more rebounds.
That was a great first move on that first shot.
I thought so with 5 seconds left.
And then the confidence to be able to put it right back up after the miss was great. Even though it didn't go, it was nice seeing her. Everyone's going to have to contribute.
Thomas on the drive, kicks it back out to Wells. Wells back out top to Youngblood. Dribble drive over to Thomas. Long 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Wolves. Pedro Jetti on the rebound. She spots up for 3 and good.
Well, she's their leading scorer, I believe it is, and she's going to take hers.
I think Thomas picked up her second foul there. It will be her first team foul. I think Coach Steele is telling the girls we got to rebound, we got to control the boards.
Nice shot by Kate.
Oh, wow. Danny with the jump ball. Possession will go over to the Wolves. Be interesting to see at the end of the game how many times this ball game will be tied up. Again, we're throwing, changing, and exchanging punches.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's not tied up by many more. But
I would agree with you.
I hope we are able to control things.
Thomas. Oh, there's an offensive foul called on the Wolves, number 4. Salma Youngblood.
It's a good job by Riley there. Just kind of maintaining her position, and Youngblood just ran right over her.
Again, you know, Brent and I talked about it the other night, is that turnovers into points, that's what we need to do. We need to convert every opportunity. Because Western's not going to go away. They're going to play us hard. They're going to play us tough. And we just have to make sure that we just a little tougher.
They only have 4 wins in the GNAC, but I'll tell you right now, they were not quiet losses. They did not give anyone anything. They gave, they do. They punch hard.
There's a turnover. Another turnover by the Wolves. All right, Janae Wells checking back in for United Hawks. Also for the Wolves, number 13, Faifanua. Enid checking back in. She was a starter, had a little bit of a break. Janae into Maddie. Clark spots up. That was a little off. We got to crash the boards a little harder, Mike.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. We're kind of flat-footed so far. There's another 3 ball by Petrojetti. That name is going to haunt us if she keeps on shooting those. Brugman for 3. No. And we're not following the shot, and we're not rebounding the basketball.
No, we can't come down and be one and done.
Oh, that should be a foul. Kind of ripped Danny's arm off the ball.
Yeah, she didn't have ball.
No call. Brugman finally gets an offensive rebound for the Nighthawks. Wells back up to Kate Clark. Looking inside to Brugman. Left hand gets it swatted away. Here comes the Wolves. Looking for the back door. Kate Clark shuts that down. Faifanua setting things up for the Wolves. Kicks it back out. Spot up 3. No good. No rebound. We got to get there, girls. All right. Janae Wells controls the ball.
Everyone was standing around waiting for someone to
Maddie
get it.
Gabers. 3. Good.
Love to see her get hot from outside.
Man, I tell you what, isn't that the truth?
She'd go for another 6 for 8 tonight.
6 for 8 would be fantastic. Maddie working really tough. Boy, there's a nice up and under by Petrojetti. Kate Clark got smacked in the chops. Reach in foul by number 1, Wells. That's her first 13 foul. Thomas checking back in, as is Shaughnessy Davis. I like to see the Nighthawks press the ball a little bit harder because it looks like the Wolves are just a little out of breath.
Well, and that's one thing that even the announcers, when they were in Monmouth, that they commented on is that,
boy, how could that not be a foul? I'll tell you what. Bo got her hand ripped away from the basketball again, and there's no foul called. And Coach Steele is asking how they getting away with those things. But we'll see what happens here in a minute.
yeah, I think if we can outrun them, we will wear them out fast.
I would agree.
Because I know we're going to be a better conditioned team, and that's nothing against them. It's just
No.
the way we play.
Yeah, and that's the thing that we stress is the
Transition.
pressure.
Yep.
Nice inlet pass. Should be a foul on number 14, Natalie Brown. That's the 4th team foul.
If we take the ball down inside, as we've seen every possession that we've taken the ball down inside tonight, there's going to be contact. It will be highly contested, just like that.
Well, and you know, I mean, you coach again and you've played. When your defenders are tired, that's when mistakes happen.
Yep.
So, yeah. And Brown's taking a little bit of, or Youngblood, taking a break. Kate Clark on the shot, no good. Janae Wells, rebound, 3 ball. Brugman, nothing there. We did not crash the board again.
Yep.
And we've got to do a better job at that. Thomas with the ball. In low. There's a great defensive play by Bo Brugman. Riley Edelson
Good job
controls.
slowing it down.
You bet. Ace, nice pass underneath.
Oh,
We got to make that shot. Ace comes away with the ball again.
Relax.
Back out to Riley. Spots up for 3. I don't think we needed to take that shot because we
No.
had a reset on the 30 seconds.
we also had a wide open Kate Clark out at the point. So
Yeah. Got to settle down and run our offense.
Yep.
Don't let them control the tempo.
it's a bit of a moving screen.
I was going to say it's a moving screen. They're all over it. Okay, Kate Clark on the rebound. There's a
Second.
4th team foul on the Wolves. Wood Singleton picks up her first. Is that fifth foul?
To a media timeout.
And we go to a media timeout, folks. We'll get this straightened out and see if it's the fifth foul. That is. We were just a little slow on the stats. So that'll take the Nighthawks to the free throw line after this timeout. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left. Nighthawks down by 2, 19-21.
Bill Boss Carpet One would also like to offer anyone here tonight a special discount on your next floor
Folks,
project.
if you are in town or need someplace to stay, relatives, or you come in, look no further. The Nighthawk Nest is just steps away from the NNU campus. You can go to Instagram at the Nighthawks Nest or go to NNUsports.com, the Nighthawks Nest. A great place to stay. Very nice accommodations. Again, just steps from the NNU campus, and you don't have to worry about going to a hotel and hearing all the kids running around the hotel, the floor above you. So go to NNUsports.com, Nighthawks Nest. And if you can't get in there, I do know that the Alumni House here on campus also has some new accommodations in the 4 rooms that they do have. Great accommodations. Again, it's on the Nighthawk and NNU campus. So whether you go to the Nighthawks Nest or you go to the Alumni House, give them a call and stay in some nice accommodations. All right, after the timeout, Nighthawks will be at the line. Shooting 2. Looks like Kate Clark will be at the free throw line. See if we can tie things up here, Mike.
Out of timeout at the line for your Nighthawks is number 4, Kate Clark.
Kate has. Is this our first free throws in the night? It is.
It is. Kate misses her first. She'll settle in. Drop this one here, hopefully. Kate taking her time. It's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Thought usually they give, 5 seconds, 6 seconds?
yeah, that took a hot second there, and it got quiet in here.
It got really, I know. I was like, this kind of seemed a little odd.
It was a little anticlimactic, huh?
All right. Wolves break the NNU press. Ooh, almost looked like a travel there. She lifted her pivot foot.
Job by Ace helping out there on that.
Youngblood down low.
Good job by Maddie.
Oh, man. Was she in the restricted area?
No. No, and I mean, if anything, she was on the edge, and she was actually past Maddie on the shot.
Okay. I was looking down at something and looked up and saw the shot go in, and a new player on the floor. So the Wolves take another 4-point lead. The momentum swings again. The ebbs and flow of GNAC basketball.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice move by Shaughnessy. Up and under, nothing there. We just can't buy a basket right now.
No, we can't.
And it got quiet here in the Johnson Sports Center. Usually it's a little louder.
Good crowd tonight.
Yeah, great crowd. Boy, they're looking down low. There's a mismatch right there with Shaughnessy. Yep, on Selma Youngblood. That's tough when you're missing Loy and you don't have, that height going there. All right.
We got to be. Yeah, we got to control that down there.
Yeah, Ace checking out. Look like there's some moisture on the court. Getting a little wipe up there. .321 left in the second period. Youngblood at the line, shooting 2 for the Wolves. First offering up and no good. Got a block out here, control the ball, get some points, Mike.
Yeah, we definitely need to do what we can to steal a possession here.
That was a
Not give them another opportunity.
boy. I tell you what, should be a foul on 23. That's her third. That's Thomas's third foul.
Foul called on number 23 by NNU Thomas. Personal foul 3, team foul 6.
All right. Well, Thomas will probably, are they going to keep her in the ball game? Looks like they are. That'll send Maddie Gabers to the free throw line, shooting 2, as the Wolves have 5 team fouls. Maddie's first offering up and good.
Takes the first.
Siona Wells getting ready to check back in after Maddie's second offering. Up and good.
No rebound required.
No rebound required. We noticed that the other night. It was kind of funny is that we only had one person in on the blocks.
Yeah. Well, Coach Steele was, as you alluded to earlier, taking every advantage to coach, and he had all 4 of the other girls down here saying, hey, let's finish this first half the way we can finish the first half. We've got to get possessions, score the ball, play good defense.
Was a nice inlet pass, but stolen. What? Did they call that on Riley?
Yeah, and she didn't even.
They threw the ball away
And then ran into her.
So you turn the ball over and then get a foul? And Coach Steele is asking the same question. They turn the ball over, we control the ball, then they call the foul after the fact. Well, all right. Again, interesting how those things work out. Spot up 3 by the Wolves, and good. So we get the turnover, penalties called, and we end up with the Wolves making a 3-point shot. Back out to Kate, over to Danny, looking down low. Thought the ball got kicked, but
Yeah, surprised they didn't call that.
spot up by Chloe DeHaro for 3, no good. We are not jumping for the ball. We're standing flat-footed. We need to correct that so we control the boards a little bit better. The Wolves are doing a lot better job on the boards than we are right now with a 5-point lead. Boy, I tell you what, Waifanua on the quick drive brings it up to a 7-point lead. Maddie Gabers looking down low to Danica Starr. Skip pass over to Bo Brugman. Back over to Danica Starr. 2-point shot. Good. She was inside the arc. It's good to see the
Nice poke away.
the shot fall there for Danny because we had gone a hot minute without a basket.
Yeah. Well, and our 3-point percentage has fallen off. We're now 5 for 19.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I don't think pleading
Personal
the case.
foul on Natalie Brown.
Foul called on number 14, Natalie Brown.
That is her second personal foul.
At the line.
Again, I think Western is trying to establish the dominance on the court,
Yeah.
and I think they are controlling that so far.
When they check Thomas back in, who has 3 already herself. So we'll see how aggressive we can be here this last minute 27.
Right. All right, Danny pulls it within 4. See if she can make it 3. Oh, there's a line violation, but it doesn't matter. Danny drops it, so that's good. All right, let's see if we can play some better trap defense here. We're a little late on the trap, and you don't want to give them the opportunities to get.
Yeah, Waifanua is she's a very quick player.
She is, that's for sure.
We're going to have to front her if we're going to stop
Yeah.
her.
Stop the ball, make them, have to not have an easy layup. Points in the paint. They've got 10 points in the paint. We have 2.
Yeah.
So we need to do a better job of getting the ball down low. But, again, they're collapsing really hard and
Right.
playing very, very aggressive defense on your Nighthawks. All right, Chloe DeHaro, 90% free throw shooter. Hopefully it wasn't the announcer's jinx right there.
She did miss 2 last game.
That was Brent's fault.
I didn't listen, but I was wondering.
I'm going to blame it on Brent. He's not here, so. But I tell you what, to maintain a 90% plus free throw shooting this late in the season,
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
it's fantastic. I'm sure she's ranked somewhere or on the very edge of the national rankings there.
I was just wondering that, and I was going to ask if you had looked, because I did
That's
not.
a travel. There you go. I thought Thomas thought she was going to get a foul, but traveled. 44.7 seconds. That we maybe have time enough for
2 for 1.
2 for 1 here. Chloe DeHaro checking things with Coach Steele. Ball into Danny, over to Maddie. Over to Kate. Back over to Riley. Spots up for 3. Boy, that's a long ball.
And once again,
Danica Starr rips the ball out, and they're going to call a foul on Danica Starr. I don't see how that happened. She had nothing but ball. And again, Coach Steele is besides himself.
I think more so, though, if we're being truthful, we probably should be more frustrated that we're not boxing out and getting that ball to begin with.
I would agree with you. Again, I know that will probably be one point of conversation in the locker room. 9 seconds left to shoot. Boy, Chloe's playing some great defense. Bailed out.
Yeah. Oh, that looked like it was all ball if they're going to call that on Kate.
Yeah. Got some NNU faithfuls helping the officials out. Want to offer up some spectacles, but that's a tough job.
It is.
Officiating basketball at any level is a tough job.
It is.
And for them to step up to the plate and say, "Hey, I'll do this."
Yeah.
I'll give them props.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's definitely not something I want to do.
No. I don't either. I did it when I was younger, when I was in college, baseball and basketball. But, you get your earful, that's for sure. Chloe DeHaro, 3 ball, no good. That'll end the half with Western Oregon up 31-28. Again, weird vibe in the gym tonight, weird vibe on the court. There's 17 personal fouls in the first half.
Right.
And, that says a lot to do. But, again, we got to, know that it's going to even out. And they're letting them play both sides. So, it's 9-8 on the foul. So it's not one-sided.
Right.
As one would maybe suspect. But, again, we'll be back with you after this halftime. Nighthawks are down 28-31. Rob O'Donohue and Mike Lee on the call. Thanks for joining us here at the campus of Northwest Nazarene University.
What does it mean to be a Nighthawk? What does it mean to be a Nighthawk? It means to love, and that love means to be selfless. That love means to be focused on and pouring into the lives of the people around you, being somebody that's building that community. And so when I think of what does it mean to be a Nighthawk, it means to love, and it means to love really well and really powerfully. Our coaches are looking at these athletes and they're helping them see who God made them to be. And I think so often athletes and young people will step on our campus and they don't have a picture of how great God made them to be.
When we talk about transformation of student athletes, I think I've seen the transformation of myself here in a way that I can talk about my faith now in a much more clear and concise way. I've just seen how it's impacted my family and impacted the lives of the people that we have on campus. We get to work with high quality student athletes. We have a chance to win a national championship. And those are the things that if you go other places that you can't do.
People truly want to know you for who you are. You're not just the star, or you're not just the girl that sits on the bench. And people care about you off the field and on the field. They care about when you work hard in school, and they care about when you work hard on the field. And I feel that between my coaches all the way to the youngest girls on the team.
Man, my relationships with my teammates and my coaches are going to be lifelong memories. Coach Hawk, I mean, we already plan on meeting once a month. Now I'm no longer a player of his, but now he's just someone I look up to, a role model, and a positive mentor in my life. And in terms of my teammates, these are guys I'm going to have for the rest of my life to call on as brothers and as friends, to celebrate with them in the highs and to call on them on the lows. And I hope that they view me the same.
A lot of other places, it's a drop off into the world. And I feel like NNU is a transition into the world. And I really believe in that wholeheartedly of, as a parent, as a young 18-year-old coming in looking, and with support pursuing you instead of you having to find those things for yourself.
When they're here, the coaches and the professors in this university is helping them see what God's put in them, who they are, and then it's challenging them and pushing them to be great. And so I think that pursuit of victory, that pursuit of greatness is really a pursuit of who they've been made to be.
We have shirts that say culture wins, and it's taken very literal for us. Culture wins games. It's not about who's the best athletically, it's not about that. It's about how we love each other and how we carry ourselves on the field. And so our culture for this team is very Christ-centered, it's very relationship-centered, it's very like all of that. It's around loving each other and like hanging on to each other's like caps. It's all about that.
We're all competitive. We all want to win. And so that's what we're striving for. We're striving for competitive excellence. So we're trying to create a culture of championship behaviors, what that looks like in the weight room, in the film room. I mean, just it's all encompassing. What that looks in our program, we stress hard work, we stress reliability, and we stress love, sacrifice for each other. And I think if we're doing those things, the process of those things and growing in those things, then the championships and the wins are going to come on the court.
If I had to boil it down to one statement, I would say that being a Nighthawk is being a competitor for life.
One minute remaining. 1 minute remaining.
Well, welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center. We got about 2 minutes left before the third period starts. The Johnson Sports Center is starting to fill up. It is senior night for the guys that will be taking on Western Oregon here after the ladies play. Here's some stats for you. Nighthawks are shooting only 22% from the floor, 25% from three-point land. I think what's saving us is the free throws. They're shooting 87%. We have only committed 2 turnovers. Mike, you pointed that out, and we've actually turned Western Oregon over 8 times and earned 7 points off the turnovers. Western Oregon is shooting 34% from the floor, 41, almost 42% from the beyond the arc, and only 57% from the free throw line. So we definitely have to control them. And, 3-point shooting, but also they have 10 points in the paint.
Well, and that's the stat I was just going to bring up, is that we just played the second quarter without the best point scorer probably in the conference in Kendall Clark, and so we'll see as the game progresses how that stat changes with having Kendall back in the game. But yeah, it's hard when you can't control the paint. They've done exactly what they needed to do defensively, and that's to clog that. Like we talked about, they're going to contest everything they possibly can down low, and it doesn't matter who it is. It could be guard on guard, and they're collapsing, and they're not letting anything happen down low.
Right. Leading scorer for the Wolves is Bella Petrojetti, and she has 10 points. And for your Nighthawks, Danica Starr has 10 points. And again, Kendall got in foul trouble, so she only has 6 right now. So we are anticipating the Nighthawks coming out, hopefully aggressive, and with some better shot choices and maybe some tougher defense in the paint against the Wolves.
Like we talked about the other day, I would love to see us. We're a fantastic transition basketball team, but once we get in the half court, let's slow it down, make sure we get our set that we need to, and not force anything.
All right. Chloe setting things up. Over to Maddie Gabers. Dribble drive, nothing there. Kicks it back out. There's a nice, I thought it was going to be a nice cut for Ace. Nice step through. Well, she needs to kick that out. She's too far away from the basket.
Either that or use the backboard a little bit better on that.
Long 3 ball by the Wolves. Boy, they're coming out again firing. Siona Wells with 3. That's one thing that we cannot have happen is missed shots on our end. They're kicking in the 3 ball. Long skip pass over from Kendall to Kate. Nothing there, no rebound. Wolves breaking it across half court. Almost looked like a carry.
It did. Came up off her face.
Yeah, Vaifanua. Vaifanua spotting up for 3. That one's going to be short. We are not rebounding the basketball.
No.
Spot up shot. That's a horrible shot by number 14, Natalie Brown. Maybe out of her range a little bit. Maddie Gaber spots up for 3. Nothing there. Kendall Clark with a rebound.
Hey, rebound.
There we go. Chloe DeHaro back over to Kendall. Chloe setting things up inside for Maddie Gabers. I think Maddie lost where she was on the court.
Yeah.
Again, we have to set ourselves up for great shots.
Aside from that opening 3 from Wells, neither team have taken a good shot really yet in this second half.
Late foul called. Chloe DeHaro picks up her first personal foul, first team foul. All right. Wolves have a new set of 20 seconds there on the shot clock. Boy, Chloe's playing some tough defense. Great defense went last off of DeHaro against Youngblood.
And if she didn't go up there, she was going to be in deep trouble because Maddie was coming in hard right there to help out. So good job by Chloe holding her position on that.
Wells dribble drive, short shot. Again, going to call a foul on Youngblood. Yep. We had position. She came over the top.
Yeah, she definitely came over the top. Came in high there.
Youngblood has 2 personals. First team foul for the Wolves. Maddie Gabers over to Clark, back up to Clark, over to Riley Edelson. Maddie, step back, nothing there. Edelson for 3. Good.
There we go.
There we go. Good job, Riley.
In the spirit of state championship, she was winning one last year.
That's right.
At
this time.
Yep.
I was just going to say, for Blackfoot.
Yep. No,
right?
Snake River.
Snake River, yeah. She's from Blackfoot,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Snake River. Well, we can't keep on allowing them to make up what we put in. We need to deny a little bit better.
Well, for a 30% three-point shooting team, this 42 that they're shooting is phenomenal.
Well, I tell you what, no foul called. Kendall went to the floor, and DeHaro cleans things up for a putback, second chance point.
I'd love to see some pressure right here. Make them really, really work for this possession.
Yeah.
I feel like we've played a man, not a super tight man.
I would agree with you there.
I just think we have to kind of break up kind of some of this, little bit of this momentum that we've been allowing them to kind of come down and get set. They haven't taken great shots, but they're making the most of it.
Petrojetti on the drive, gets stopped by Clark. Extra steps. Nighthawks control the rebound. Chloe DeHaro on the far side. Over to Kate Clark. Back over to Maddie Gabers. Down low to Kendall. Well, nice step through by Kendall. Up and in. That was a great basketball move by Kendall Clark. Controlled the basketball.
That is her first points of the game tonight.
Okay, that's third personal foul on Natalie Brown, who's been harassing the Nighthawks underneath and controlling the boards. So looks like Thomas is getting ready to check back in. Checking in for number 4, Salma Youngblood. They're going to keep Natalie Brown in the ball game. That's right. It was Kate who had the points. Kendall did not score yet.
Yeah.
Chloe DeHaro spots up for 3, and good. There we go. Feel it, ladies, feel it.
That was what we needed there, little spark.
All right. Nighthawks have taken the lead 38-37 with that basket by DeHaro. All right, Nighthawks need to stop here. Thomas on the drive, nothing there. DeHaro controls the rebound, slows things up, gets it over to Maddie. Maddie looks like she's going to dribble drive all the way for 2. There we go. Momentum change, momentum swings are great when you're playing sports.
Yeah, and coach is wanting to slow it down here for Western. She says, let's relax, run our set, take a little bit of this momentum juice out of here. Danny with a little bit of an arm in there.
Boy, coach was in the referee's ear too, and then all of a sudden, boom, arm bar call.
Yeah.
All right, Bo Brugman checking back in for Kendall. Give her a little bit of a blow. Just over 5 minutes to play in the third period. That's a moving screen, but they're not going to call it. Nice steal. Oh, I thought it went off her leg. Quick hands by Chloe DeHaro. I tell you what.
Well, and Kate was just disrupting it, and Chloe was right there. She didn't really have a chance to make it through that clean.
Yeah, that kind of help side defense.
Chloe's arms have been so active this game, well, all year really, but tonight especially, she's been doing fantastic. Couple pass breakups, even just on the inbound.
Thomas on the drive. Man, don't let her in the key.
No, she's got a great little
touch. We got to
touch.
Stop that.
Yeah.
All right, nice pass into Brugman.
Looked like she wanted to dunk that. The way she planted both feet there, it looked like she wanted to go up and rip the rim down.
Oh.
I'll take the 2.
There you go. Take the easy 2. Simple 2. I'll tell you what, good help defense by Brugman. Forces Petrojetti out of bounds. Turnover for your Nighthawks. And under 5-minute timeout. Mike, we'll be right back after this quick timeout. Thanks for joining us here on the Nighthawk Network.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center, Orangey Hill Center Court, home of your Nighthawks. After that brief timeout, Nighthawks will control the ball after the turnover by the Wolves.
Western has increased their three-point percentage this quarter.
They're shooting, 7 for 15?
Yeah.
All right, see if the Nighthawks will set up their offensive set. Should have been a push, no call. But I'll tell you what, Kendall's just getting harassed. Nice drive by Chloe. There we go. Out of bounds off of the Wolves. New 20 seconds.
That was a good job by Brown. She was harassing Kendall down there, but she also was able to get off of her and disrupt Chloe on that.
Kind of split the difference there, huh?
Yeah.
Youngblood checking back in for the Wolves. All right, Danica Starr receives the ball. There's Kate Clark over to Chloe DeHaro in front of the Nighthawk bench. Back out to Kate. Down low to Kendall. Oh, wow. What would you have called?
Well, I actually did see the hit on the forearm.
Was it the forearm?
Yeah.
I had a different angle than you do.
And it definitely disrupted her shot, but
Foul is on 14. Is that correct?
Yep.
That's on Natalie Brown. That's her fourth.
Personal foul 4, team foul 3.
Team foul 3.
And she's staying in.
Boy, I tell you what, with 4 minutes left.
In the third.
They have a deep bench. I don't know why
now they're going to
Coach Petros is not subbing anybody in for her. Kendall picks up a couple free throws. Selai Nui checking in.
Is it Niu?
Niu. Thank you. Niu. Phonetics.
Hey.
There you go. All right, Wolves setting up their offensive set. Oh, I'll tell you what, Kendall. Lucky she didn't pick up another foul there.
Yeah.
Kind of going over the back. Back out to Wells. Yeah, they're going to get Bo on that every time. No need to reach in on that, and she knew it. Coach is saying, hey, you don't need to do that. All right, Maddie Gabers. Janae Wells checking back in. Danica Starr, Kate Clark checking out. Get a quick breather. All right, inbounds for the Wolves. Wells out top. Over to Youngblood. Gets shut down. Spot up 3. Good. Wow. Can't argue with that. Petrojetti on the 3. Pulls it within 2. Chloe DeHaro for 3.
Nice.
Back at you, I guess, huh? I guess, hey, if we can do that, I just don't want to have that.
Right.
And again, the Nighthawk bench is up, saying that there was forearm shiver. Coach Steele getting his 2 cents worth in as well.
Ooh.
Yep, that was a bad foul there. Was it by Brookman again?
Yeah, she was late.
She was late
getting over there, and it almost looked like, is it New was a little surprised the ball actually came into her.
I think
and then
so, yeah.
was even more surprised that Bo was on top of her late. So
New at the line, shooting 2 for the Wolves, 47-42.
misses the first.
All right, second offering up. And went 1 for 2. Janae Wells controls the ball for your Nighthawks. Getting up front in the front court. Wells back over to Riley. Spots up. I thought she was going to take the shot.
I think she took an extra step.
I think, there's a foul. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on Chloe DeHaro. Wow. You don't see that a lot. Going up for the shot and you get called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, her back was kind of screening me out. I don't know if she led with her forearm or what, but that was kind of an interesting.
Yeah. All right, Wells on Wells right there. Back door. Should be a travel to no avail, but Nighthawks get the ball in the turnover. Kendall Clark cutting Riley Ellison. Wow.
I thought she was
Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought she was going left. She decided to go right and still made it happen.
The circus is in town, but that's okay. Count 2 points for Riley. Nice steal by Janae Wells. That should have been a double dribble.
It should have.
Yeah.
Because she dribbled after.
Rebound by Kendall. Block. She boxed out, got it, and here comes your Nighthawks pulling out an 8-point lead with 1:55 left. Thomas is getting ready to check back in for the Wolves. See if the Nighthawks can shut down the Wolves here again. Petrojechi with the ball. Well, that's an elbow. That's a forearm in a shoulder.
And then and then they go down.
Oh, look at that.
And then she's kicking.
She was kicking.
She held Maddie's arm and then kicked her on the way up. I don't like the way that whole thing played out at all.
We've got to calm things down here. Yeah, we got to calm things down here because somebody's going to get hurt.
Youngblood again.
Youngblood's got 4.
I think that's her third.
Third? Yeah, it is. Sorry. Yep. All right, Danica Starr and Kate Clark checking back in for your Nighthawks. And you got Thomas checking in. Also checking in, number 0.
I think Coach
Tao. Are they going to look at it?
Yeah, I think Coach Steele wants a review on that. Because there was
holding.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's one thing to hold an arm, but when you throw your leg up and start kicking.
Yeah, that's a trip.
Yep.
So this happened Thursday night. If you don't remember, if you didn't tune in with us, but it happened against St. Martin's. St. Martin's coach called for a coach's review on a play and ended up with Chloe DeHaro actually picking up her 5th personal foul and an intentional foul, which then they shot free throws and then got the ball. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here tonight with the review. We'll be back with you after this quick timeout and have the officials' determination on what the play was.
Including orthopedic urgent care located on West Fairview Avenue in Boise, staffed by sports medicine and orthopedic physicians, and open extended hours on evenings and weekends for rapid diagnosis and treatment. Learn more at stluke'sonline.org.
Hey, folks, don't forget about the last home game. Your Lady Nighthawks will be taking on Central Washington, who is at the top of the GNAC standings. Here's the replay here real quick. Chloe DeHaro drops a 3 ball. Going back, and here's the play here. So Western makes the 3. I think we have to go back even further, right? Because Chloe spots up, hits a 3. I think it's on this next. Sorry, Mike, I didn't have your headset on. Well, I don't know if it might have been too late, but they might be trying to find that. But again, Central Washington will be coming in for the senior night and then also the last home game for your Nighthawks. And they're a very, very, very good ball club, Central Washington is.
Yeah, very sound. I was watching, in fact, I went back and was watching the film of the Western.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow.
Our family is all over the place sometimes, but ICCU helps us keep up with them. We use card control to turn on Olive's debit card when she needs to pay for activities.
All right, the officials are still deliberating over what the call is. They've all had a chance to look at the replay, and I know that they do this. They all want to be on the same page, and that's one of the things, having 3 officials and also replay.
Yeah, it's nice.
So
that
they'll be – sorry, Mike.
No, I was just going to say it's great that we've gotten to the point where we're able to have that. Because before it used to be, this is what I saw, this is all I'm going to do. Trying to read some lips here as the officials are explaining to our coaches.
They're going to just.
Coach Steele did not get the outcome he was wanting to see.
I don't think so.
And was charged a timeout.
After review, no further actions are taken.
No actions taken.
Wow.
Third quarter. Nighthawks basketball.
All right, Nighthawks will have the ball with 23 seconds on the shot clock. But, yeah. All right. All right, Chloe getting ready to inbound the ball. Into Kendall at the top of the key. Back over to Sister Kate. Spots up for a quick shot, no good. Oh, Maddie picked up a foul. I saw that one coming. I didn't think Kate was ready to shoot that ball, but she did. So that'll put the Wolves at the line.
At the line, shooting the bonuses for the Wolves is number 10, Bella Pedrogetti.
Pedrogetti shooting 2 for the Wolves. First offering up and good. Don't like to give them easy points.
No.
That's for sure. Now, granted, they're not the highest shooting free throw team in the league, but.
No, but if you give them 2 like that.
Yeah. All right, they're going to settle back in defense, and Nighthawks will be setting things up with a minute left in the third period. Nice pass into Maddie Gabers. Up and in. I thought Thomas was going to pick up her final foul, but they let her play through. Under 1 minute to play. Nighthawks are up 53-45. Wells still has the ball, dribble through. Boy, that's a big kick out. Long 3 ball, no good. That's a travel.
Yeah.
There we go. I can't believe that the officials underneath the basket did not call it. The official called it.
Outside called that, yeah.
Maybe they're looking at the rebound and the activity there, and so I'll give them that. They've got a lot to look at.
Yep.
We have a better advantage up here, so
yeah.
In the crow's nest here at the Johnson Sports Center. All right, 21 seconds left in the third period. Chloe DeHaro surveying things. Fifanua on her. Kendall Clark. Nice cut by Maddie. Down low to Danica Starr. What a great play to end the third period. Man, I tell you what, that was fantastic. Great job by the Nighthawks, taking their time. Coach Steele is giving the girls praise for setting up and not wasting an opportunity.
Yeah, look, it almost looked like we were going to kind of lose it there for a second, and then they kind of really realized, oh yeah, it's go time right now, and they did. Yeah, fantastic job keeping their composure and putting that last two in.
Well, it takes a 10-point lead.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, and giving us a 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter.
All right, folks, we'll be back with you at this period timeout. Nighthawks are up 55-45.
Hey, Hunter Green. Did you know that card control from ICCU lets you turn off your cards with just the tap of a button? Off, on.
Trying to pay our bills.
On.
Hey, Forrest here. Nothing like getting paid. And with ICCU's mobile app, I can deposit checks or accept Zelle payments so the money hits my account fast. I just wish there was an app for mowing the rest of these lawns.
Sports Center, fourth period should be a barn burner, huh, Mike?
Yeah, I like our position right now a little bit better than I did going into the third with a 10-point lead.
I would agree with you.
We shot 61% in that third quarter, which was vastly far better than the 11% we shot the quarter in the second.
Well, I tell you, Kendall was working hard. And it looks like it goes out of bounds off the Nighthawks.
I'm grateful that there was no call there, but there was a lot of contact.
There was a lot of contact. They're fighting through that. 2 Wolves versus 1 Nighthawk. Wolves come on top on that. Boy, it's a nice lead pass there. That was a bullet.
This is the part of the game, in looking at the film, that Tao came alive for them in the previous matchup when they were in Monmouth. She really came in the third, fourth quarter and really asserted herself. We'll see if she does it again. It looks like she's coming out. I mean, she's starting.
Yeah.
She's a great shooter. She's
shooter's touch by Kendall. Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. I remember watching that game too, and she had a big impact for the Wolves.
Seemed like it was kind of a quiet first half, and then all of a sudden she was just there taking over. And she got everyone fired up. She was very emotional leader with her play, and I think she's a freshman.
Wow. Misses the shot, gets her own rebound, puts it back up.
There she is again. Yep.
4 points early on in the fourth period. All right, Nighthawks swing it over to Chloe. Kendall looked like she was getting ready to spot up. Wow, great left-handed shot. She gets a rebound, back to Bo Brugman. He gets swatted out of bounds. I wish Bo just would have went straight back up. Gives the opportunity for Tao from Western.
Yeah, that was a fantastic play by Chloe, reaching around, or not Chloe,
Kendall.
excuse me, Kendall, yeah, getting her the ball there.
Maddie Gabers off the screen, into Bo. Bo left hand, up and in, good.
Nice touch. Sometimes those shots can be really tough when you're that close to the hoop.
Yeah, and when you're giving up about 2 or 3 inches as well.
Yeah.
Coach Steele calling out 2. Must be a defensive set for what looks like Western is going after. Tao with the ball, step back, no good. Maddie Gabers to Chloe. Skip pass up to Clark, no good. Chloe there, gets
nice
it blocked
block.
out of bounds. Tell you what, keep that pressure up. Keep firing on all cylinders. Press.
This is the part of the game where we really can pull away, because you know that they're exhausted, and we've got the stamina to do it. So if we can run up and down, turn this into a bit of a track meet, but also keep our composure, this 10-point lead hopefully will grow.
I agree with you there. Brown's back in with 4 personals.
Here goes Kendall.
Guarding Kendall. Kendall's little step back jumper. I wish he'd just go right at her. You know?
Shoved by Brown after that miss.
Yeah. Reach in foul on the Nighthawks. Coach Steele saying don't reach.
Ooh, they gave that to Kate. I thought they were going to give it to Danny.
Yeah. Kate picks up her second personal foul. Well, it's good to see the house half full here, or on one side of the Johnson Sports Center.
That was one thing I think I mentioned to you in person, but I wanted to just publicly say here on the air is NNU ranks second in attendance for our women's games, which I think is so great for us in Nampa, Idaho. We're not in Seattle or some bigger city, and I think we do a really, really great job getting everyone here. So thank you all for coming.
I agree with you. Danny controls the rebound, fresh 20 seconds. Yeah, got church night, got the Nampa Chamber of Commerce folks. Hopefully will be joining us this evening. I know that Coach Rush, or Paul Rush, sent out a note to Mitch Benetti at the Chamber and said, hey, bring folks down.
Yeah.
Business community in Nampa supports the Nighthawks in a lot of different ways. We've been one of the oldest members of the Chamber, about 105 years if I'm not mistaken. Long three by number 1, Wells, no good. Well, I want them to force them to make those shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and that's just it. They've shot 42%, which is far above their average.
Well, you see Danny.
Great touch. Nice shot.
Okay, what do I want to do here? Oh, there's a turnover forced by the Nighthawks. Should have been a blocking foul, nothing there. And
I'm wondering what
Wells
he's looking at.
Yeah. Wow, that was a lot happening there. Turn around, little pirouette there by Youngblood for 2. Danny was down here all by herself. Janae over to Kate. Back over to Danny. Looking down low for Kendall, nothing there. Inlet pass to Kendall. Yeah, there's a blocking foul. Forearm shiver, that would be 5.
That's 5 for Brown.
On Brown.
Number 14, Natalie Brown, personal foul 5, team foul 1.
And she leaves the game with 0 points. She's been in there the whole game to do exactly that, just to disrupt all of that down low.
She's had 6 rebounds, 1 block shot.
Yeah.
So some good minutes for Brown. I mean, she clogged up the middle, like you said, early on.
Yeah, that was the game plan coming in, is they want her down there to totally disrupt everything. And, she did fantastic holding Kendall to no points until the second half. Obviously, she didn't play in the second quarter just because of foul trouble. But
spot up by Thomas, nothing there. Kendall with the rebound. Reach in by the Wolves, nothing there. Kendall controls the ball. Officials are telling the players on the Western bench or the assistant coach they need to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, just give them a warning.
Yeah. Maddie up top. Over to Danny. Boy, there's a nice cut by Riley. Oh, goodness.
Not quite enough air under it.
We got to come away with those easy shots. Long three, no good. Crash the board. Maddie Gabers. Under 5 to play. Nighthawks controlling a 10-point lead. Far side to Danny, looking down low to Kendall. Boy, it's a nice move by Kendall.
Yeah.
No foul called. And I think Youngblood took one in the chops.
I was going to say she got the worst of it.
Yeah. Well, that's a great first step by Siona Wells.
Yeah, very quick step. I thought Kendall
nice
was going to
inlet pass to Danny. Nothing there. Back to Kendall. Kendall with a spin move. No good.
Boy, Kendall's working hard down there. You could tell she's.
This is some back and forth basketball, but we need to make sure we get away with some points. Youngblood underneath. There's a technical on the coach or on the bench. I think number 12 maybe got it, or is it the coach? We're going to go to immediate timeout. It was a bench
on the
technical,
bench
and I think it was number 12. She was up off the bench and yelling, and the official, the last time down court, told the bench to settle down and stay off of off the court, and both coach. Oh, there's another tee. There's another tee.
As the men also take on Western Oregon.
He's going to get another tee. The assistant coach picked up 2 technical fouls within a matter of seconds, and he has to leave the bench if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he just kicked him out.
And I tell you, if I was a player, I understand coaches getting upset, but him clapping back at the officials and kind of mocking him.
Yeah, he was.
That was uncalled for.
Pretty disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. I'm sorry for the Wolves players to have to see that and be penalized because, there's still 4 minutes to go, and now there's six free throws, and we get the ball.
Yeah.
And so
Chloe, it should be Chloe shooting, I imagine.
It's unfortunate that that the coach caused that to happen. But again, I like I said, I feel for the players. They've been busting their tails all game long.
Yeah.
And for them to get penalized for something as, I don't know, it's unfortunate. So we'll be back after this brief timeout. Officials are going over what they're going to do and how many free throws, and we'll get that all settled out right after this break. All right, welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center. Officials are letting the scores table know what's going on. And I think what Mike and I were just discussing, the bench got 1 technical, and the assistant coach picked up 2. And so we should be, I would think that we'll be shooting 6 free throws. So.
And thus far, Chloe is 2 for 2.
Oh, Brett and I talked about this last night. It's kind of unnerving when there's no one there. And, you're all by yourself.
Yeah.
No, it should be, hey, we're just at practice shooting free throws. But, in a game with, a full house at the Johnson Sports Center here tonight with church night and Upwards basketball in the chamber, it's kind of crazy. But, again, I'm going to give props to the players. They held their ground. They held their composure, and you're right, Mike. Looks like one of the men's assistant coaches is going to come sit, and I think they're Allison Larson, who is the compliance officer for the Nighthawks, is getting clarification that he could be on the bench. So. But you know what?
Their head coach
is gone too. Yeah.
So that's what's happening is they are without a head coach.
They are without a head coach. All right, back to live action. Nighthawks are up 66-53. An unfortunate situation there that played out. Sorry for that. Intensity gets the best of you. But again, hopefully it's over the back by Danny, no call. But
Well, and let's be honest, Western Oregon is very fortunate that their men's team is here to have someone step in. Otherwise, they would have nobody on the bench to coach this team.
That's a very good point. I never thought about that. See, that's why you're here.
Hey.
Yeah.
I make little observations.
Well, that's a great one.
I mean, usually these teams do not always travel together, the men and the women's team. So I would have been very curious to see how that would have played out.
Youngblood on the drive in the key, nothing there. DeHaro with the ball. Maddie Gabers over to Kate Clark, over to Danny. Back up to Kate. I think the Nighthawks are going to be very controlled in their actions. Danica back to Kate, down low to Kendall. Got 6 to shoot. Kate on the drive. What's a nice drive by Kate.
Great job with the left hand by Kate. She got wide and still managed to get that thing back up over the cylinder.
Split 2 defenders.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny. Yep, Danny's going to help her up.
What have we said? We're going to knock you down, but we're going to help you back up.
We're going to help you back up. Danny picked up 3. NNU's third team foul. Vaifanua at the line, shooting 2 for the Wolves. First one up and in. Vaifanua getting ready for her second free throw. Up and a little short. Chloe DeHaro controls the rebound. Coach is saying, calm down. Let's stay in control. Kendall Clark down to her sister. Spot up.
Nice shot.
Shooter's touch.
I know I commented a couple games ago about that, but, man, Kendall has really opened that side of the game up for her.
Yeah. About an 8 to 10 foot shot. Boy, the Wolves are spreading out your Nighthawks. Dribble drive, no good. Thomas.
Ooh. If she would have been, it looked like it was ball to me, but the fact that she was behind her, I think, is what got the call against her.
All right. Kate picks up her third. Coach Steele calls a timeout. And just over 2 minutes to play. It's a full timeout. We'll be back with you at the Johnson Sports Center right after this timeout.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Out of the timeout, at the line is number 23, Maya Thomas.
All right. Welcome back to Johnson Sports Center. Thomas getting ready to shoot her 2 free throws. First offering up and good. She's had a great ball game for the Wolves. Has 7 points. Petrojetti is leading the Wolves with 18. Thomas second offering, up and good. Well, Mike, I think I see a young lady that you may know getting ready to check into the ball game.
Pretty awesome.
It's got to be great on the call and watching your kid play.
I genuinely have tears in my eyes. I don't want to be emotional.
I tell you what.
It's pretty cool getting to call a game.
Yeah. So Elliot Lee will be checking in here shortly for your Nighthawks. Probably at the next break in the action, which is right there. So Vaifanua picks up a foul. Nighthawks will be going to the line. Here comes Elliott Lee checking in, number 15.
And I did the research. She is the shortest player in the entire conference. At
you know what?
5'3".
What do they say? It's not the fight in the dog. It's no. What is it?
Not the size of the dog in the fight.
It's
the size of the fight in the dog. That's right.
And I tell you what, I've had the pleasure of watching your daughter play the last 3 years, and every time she comes into a ball game, she gets every second that she deserves. So
she's a good kid.
She's a great kid.
Tell you what, she loves this team and she loves being a leader on this team. She's had to do a lot of it from the outside, but I tell you what, I'm really proud of her.
Yeah. Grandma and Grandpa B, I know you're probably listening down down south. So
yeah, they're in Buell, and also a shout out to my mom. She's not here; she couldn't make it tonight. So Grandma Lee is at home watching the game.
Grandma Lee, I don't know. I don't think I've met you, but
she's been here. She's usually here at the games with us, but she wasn't feeling great tonight, so she's home watching. She got a new TV so she could see things bigger at home when the game she doesn't make. So
what
she
an excuse!
upgraded.
What an excuse! Hey,
well,
I got to get a new TV.
Yeah, you
why? Because I want to
seen-
see my granddaughter play.
She wanted a bigger one, and I talked her into a smaller one. I said, "Mom, I don't know if you got a wall big enough
Hey,
for the one you're
75
wanting."
inch, 80 inch. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
there honestly, if I could upgrade again, I would. I would probably have to be sleeping in my trailer, but
Yeah.
But again, we want to give another shout out to Linda Peterson. Linda, who is Brent's mom, she had knee surgery. She's recovering, and she's here every game.
Yeah.
Husband Dave is here, but Linda, if you're listening, hope that knees get better, and we hope to see you soon. I know you'd like to be here. All right.
Come on, 15. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but
that's okay. Elliott settling into the defensive posture. Danica with the rebound. Gets it over to Bo Brugman. Jump ball. Coach Steele emphatically letting Danny know that she's got to grab the ball.
He's coaching to the end.
He is coaching to the end. That's what I love about that guy. He and I have had some great conversations throughout the years. Expects a lot out of his girls.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you're 5'3" or 6'2".
Doesn't matter.
He wants it all.
Respects it all. Yeah, reach in foul on the Wolves. Pedrogetti. Riley at the line, shooting two, with just over a minute left. Here we go, Riley. Coach Steele coaching up Elliott Lee. She goes, I got you, Coach, I got you.
Yep. She's a very fundamental player.
You know, I noticed that about her.
She knows her assignment.
She knows her assignment
very, very well.
Well, let's see if Nighthawks get a stop, and Elliott, there she is on that defense. She plays bigger than 5'3".
Absolutely, she does. Well, and
Danica on the block, and first block, should have got the rebound, got a foul. Number 4, Summer Youngblood.
Yeah,
shooting her and one.
I know we were talking about it previously, but, our game against Billings when Elliott checked in, she played quite a bit, and she was out there with all the starters from Billings, and I thought she held her ground very, very well. So, really, she does. She's a very fundamental kid.
You bet. Janae Wells, got to get the ball across. Boy, it's a long pass that didn't need to be made. Up and under, no good. Riley with the rebound. Well, I tell you what, Riley was not going to let anybody take that ball away from
wasn't.
her.
Which is, hey, I mean, after what Coach Steele just told Danny on the previous one, you got to rebound and get possession.
Grab the ball.
She did exactly what she was supposed to do.
Yes, she did. Good job, Riley. Got to like that when that happens. Play to the last whistle or the horn. Again, Coach Steele still coaching up Janae. Riley Ellison. First free throw up and in. 15-point lead extended by your Nighthawks, 75-60. Riley's second shot up and good.
Nice job.
All right, here comes the Wolves. Second play. It looks like Janae went down with an ankle injury. Janae's down in some pain. She was going backwards, and I think she just caught her ankle.
I didn't get to see it. I was watching the our set down at underneath the hoop, seeing where we were going, and
yeah,
she's in a lot of
she was
pain.
coming across the half court line and caught an ankle and went down hard.
You hate to see that anytime, but especially when it's just 30 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, hopefully Janae is okay. She looks to be in a lot of pain. It's too bad. And we'll be right back with you after this short timeout.
That's a timeout on betting. It completely changed the game, and you didn't even notice. Let me break it down for you. Betting ads are applying full court pressure and getting you to play the game. Many of you are falling for it and losing big money. Addiction is happening in some more than others. Now players are getting harassed by bettors. And we all know that's not how the game is won. So it's on us to be good teammates and draw the line to stay ahead of betting consequences.
Since I've been
be back, definitely need her on Saturday next week. She has a week to heal up.
Yeah. We've definitely had our fair share of injuries coming down the stretch here.
Yeah.
Whether they've been big or little.
Yeah, and like you said, those don't, I mean, it's no fun having something like that happen 24 seconds left in the ball game. There's Elliott Lee taking inbound from Shaughnessy Davis. Riley kicks it back out to Danny. I think the Wolves are just going to let this one expire.
Yep.
Again, want to give all props to Western Oregon and the players. The players played their hearts out tonight. They gave it all. They've done that all season long.
Yeah.
Just coming up a little short, and that's too bad. Nighthawks pull away with a 76-60 victory. Great effort by Dahara with 17, Danik Starr with 14. Riley ended up picking up 9 points, and so did Maddie Gabers. So, folks, thanks for joining us, and good luck to Western on the last. I think they have one more game to play.
Yeah.
And again, great. They never gave up.
No,
played hard.
They do. They fight hard all the way to the end, and credit to them.
Yeah. All right, folks. So Nighthawks come away with another victory. Have one more, hopefully, at home next Saturday. We will be back with you. I'll be back with you, and I don't know if Carrie's going to join me. Mike may join me on the guys' call. But again, it is senior night, and we've got churches in town, and we got the Nampa Chamber in town. But we'll be back with you here in about 30 minutes.
So once again, all youth groups that are here are welcome to go to the Joe Boss Suite for some pizza and meeting with NNU admissions.